I think we're going to get started here. I'm Bonnie Stevenson, and I'm president of the MAD Saskatoon chapter. If I could have everyone stand, and our piper and our honor guard will be bringing in our special speakers. If I could have everyone continue standing and removing your headwear, we're going to have the singing of O Canada. Please be seated. Thank you. Before we get started, I'd just like to let everyone know that the washrooms are at the back and to your right. So I guess the only other thing would be smoking is down the street a little ways if you need to leave for that. On behalf of MAD Canada and all the chapters in Saskatchewan, thank you for joining us today. We would like to acknowledge that our ceremony today is on Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis. We pay respect to the First Nation and Métis ancestors of this place and reaffirm our relationship with one another. Every year, hundreds of Canadians are killed and thousands more are injured in impaired driving crashes. These tragedies are made much worse by the fact that they were entirely preventable. This memorial monument is an important and powerful way that MAD Canada supports victims and helps them pay tribute to their loved ones. We are very proud to have this provincial memorial monument on the grounds of City Hall and are so grateful for all the support that they show us. Here, families and friends can gather to express our grief, to offer one another understanding and comfort. To the family and friends who have joined us today, I know this can be a very difficult and an emotional experience. Thank you. for your courage and for your strength. We stand with you today to honor the memories of your loved ones. This monument has 71 names of people that were killed by impaired drivers, including a new victim whose name was added for the monument ceremony today. And we pay our respect to him and his family today, Austin Walker. For every one of the names, there are families and friends and co-workers who are enduring a heartbreaking loss. For every one of these names, there is devastation that was caused by the senseless act of impaired driving. Impaired driving continues to be a leading criminal cause of death in our country. We also recognize thousands of people who are injured each year because of impaired driving. Many of them suffer life-altering injuries and side effects. I don't need to tell anyone here about the devastation caused by impaired driving. We're all living it. None of us ever imagined we'd be at an event like this. I certainly didn't. Then my son Quinn was killed by an impaired driver. Quinn was on his way to work at the Saskatoon Golf Country Club when he was killed by an impaired driver. He was only 17 years old, and he had just graduated from high school. Instead of watching him build his life and seeing all that he would become, I am left with memories and photos. When that call or that knock on the door comes, we begin a new phase of our lives, trying to adapt and live within a new normal that none of us ever expected. Today is a tribute to our loved ones and an acknowledgement of the grief that we have and will continue to endure. I'd like to welcome Rebecca Cook to sing Tears in Heaven. Thanks, Rebecca, that was lovely. There are many people and groups who stand in solidarity and support us. Elected officials, police services, fire services, sponsors, and of course our volunteers across this province. You will hear from some of them today, starting with our very own Mad Canada National President, Tanya Hansen. Please welcome. Thanks, Bonnie.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tanya Hansen-Pratt, and I'm the National President of Mad Canada. And I'm honored to be with you here today to pay tribute to your loved ones and all victims of alcohol and drug-related crashes. The Saskatchewan Provincial Memorial Monument is a place for families and friends to gather, reflect, grieve, and find a sense of peace. Unfortunately, I know the pain of this grief all too well. On April 20th, 1999, my mom, Burl Hansen, went out for a walk at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's a Tuesday. And she would always go out at that time of day because that was the safest time. We grew up on a small farm in southern Manitoba, so everyone was in town for the 7 a.m. shift already. And she went out for her walk and was struck from behind by an impaired driver, impaired by alcohol and cannabis, who was driving in excess of 150 kilometers an hour. And I got that phone call that day, as many of you received as well, so I know your pain and your grief. It's been 27 years for me, and I miss her every single day. I know how meaningful it is to see the name of a loved one on this monument. My mother's name is on the memorial monument in my home province of Manitoba, and it gives me comfort to know she is always remembered there. I still carry the pain of her absence every day. But it's also this pain that fuels my commitment to our cause and reinforces the importance of our work to end impaired driving and to support victims and survivors. Every hour in Canada, an average of 9 federal criminal charges and provincial short-term license suspensions are laid for alcohol and drug-impaired driving. That is the equivalent of an average of 215 sanctions per day. Although progress has been made over the years, impaired driving still kills hundreds of people and injures thousands more every year. There is still more work to be done. This is why Mad Canada raises awareness, advocates for stronger laws, and provides support services to those affected by impaired driving. We're driven by the urgent need to save lives and prevent more people from enduring the pain of losing a loved one or suffering injuries. We need our governments at all levels to prioritize road safety. There are things that can be done in the short term and the long term to reduce fatalities and injuries if we all work together. Technology has been developed and is being developed to detect impairment in drivers. The United States has passed a law to install technology in all new cars by 2030. And experts in the US predict this will save thousands of lives every year. Mad Canada is calling on the federal government to commit to adopting a similar law and dedicating the resources necessary to ensure we make Canada's roads safer for everyone. We applaud those police services in Saskatchewan that are using mandatory alcohol screening at virtually every lawful traffic stop. And we hope all police services will adopt these practices to save lives and prevent injuries on our roads. Because every impaired driver on the road has the potential to kill or injure someone, it is essential we get as many as we can off the roads. As we have seen in other provinces, immediate roadside prohibition or suspension programs enable police to remove more drivers from the road, especially when combined with mandatory alcohol screening. These programs allow police officers to spend more time protecting the public and less time in the office. At At a time when hundreds of people are being killed and thousands more injured every year because of impaired drivers, city officials need to provide the leadership to ensure police have the time and resources to conduct high-profile, proactive road safety enforcement. Strong leadership and collaboration are key to making these changes possible. Whether it is legislative initiatives, education and awareness campaigns, or efforts such as this, which support and recognize the victims and survivors of impaired driving, elected officials stand with us. Here in Saskatchewan, we're fortunate for the support of SGI. Together, we collaborate on initiatives such as the Police Awards and partner with local chapters on our Crash Car campaign, mobile 911 sign program, local community grants, and sobriety checkpoints. SGI also supports our national school program in Saskatchewan that delivers important educational presentations to students to prevent impaired driving among young people. Victims and survivors of impaired driving are the heart of our work. We offer personalized emotional support, online support groups, and guidance through the criminal justice system to ensure no one has to face their journey alone. We host a national conference for victims, offering a space for healing and connection. We also advocate for victims' rights to ensure their voices are heard and respected. Each name added to this monument represents a person, a loved one whose life was tragically cut short by a decision that was entirely preventable. By adding these names, we ensure that the victims are never forgotten and that their stories continue to inspire change. Please remember that Mad Canada stands with you in your grief and your journey towards healing. No one should have to face this pain alone. You can reach out to your local chapter or the national office for more information on the support and resources we offer. Thank you for your courage and strength. Let's continue to work together to save lives and prevent injuries. Together, we will ensure that impaired driving ends here.
Thank you, Tanya. We're very honored to have Minister Alana with us here today to bring greetings on behalf of the Government of Saskatchewan. We are most appreciative of our good working relationship with the government and SGI. Thank you to Carol No, Chelsea Janice, and Ariel Sim from SGI for being here today as well. Together, we're saving lives.
Thank you, Bonnie. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Government of Saskatchewan and the Honourable Jeremy Harrison, the Minister responsible for SGI, it is my honor to join you here today to pay tribute and to honor and to remember. My profound condolences to those who are mourning the loss of a loved one, a life that was taken because of impaired driving. Your presence today is an important reminder that for every person we remember, they leave behind a family, a community that feels the wreckage and the pain for a lifetime. The Government of Saskatchewan and SGI are proud to continue our partnership with MAD to prevent impaired driving and to support victims and survivors who are harmed by it. Every year in Saskatchewan, hundreds of people are injured and dozens of lives are lost because someone has made the choice to drive while impaired. For the family and friends gathered here today, these are not just numbers. These are sons and daughters. These are parents, partners, siblings, and friends whose absence is felt every day. no way to explain the pain caused by impaired driving. It is especially difficult to come to terms with because these tragedies are entirely preventable. Today, we remember those who are no longer with us. We stand with those who carry this loss, and we renew our commitment to doing everything that we can to prevent other families from experiencing the same heartbreak. We have seen progress over time, but we know there is still more work to be done. The Government of Saskatchewan, SGI, police services, MAD, and community partners remain committed to education, enforcement, and ensuring safe ride options are available so more people make the right choice before deciding to get behind the wheel. It truly has been my honor to join you here today. Please, everyone, be safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Ross. We also have representatives from the police service here today. It'll come as no surprise that our first responders are among our most important partners in our goal to end impaired driving. We are pleased to have representatives from the police service with us here today. Please join me in welcoming Inspector Landry of the Saskatoon Police Service.
Welcome and good morning. I want to thank MAD Canada for organizing this meaningful and important memorial service. My name is Tanya Landry. I am an inspector with the Saskatoon Police Service, and I bring greetings on behalf of Police Chief Cameron Bride and all sworn and civilian members of the SBS. I am grateful and humbled to be invited here today and to share time with friends and families whose loved ones have been lost to impaired driving. Every name on the memorial monument is a reminder of the senseless loss and of the lives forever changed by impaired driving. It is a loss felt by friends, families, and entire communities because of the selfish decision to get behind the wheel after consuming alcohol or drugs. Every year, police officers across Saskatchewan are recognized with the Van Horst Family Awards for demonstrating exceptional commitment to taking impaired drivers off the road. In 2025, we have 43 officers recognized for their commitment to removing impaired drivers, including 2 officers having received platinum recognition, each with well over 40 impaired drivers charged. I am proud, and we are grateful for their dedication and hard work in these efforts. The Saskatoon Police Service believes in accountability and in holding responsible those who choose to drive while impaired. That is why in 2026, the Saskatoon Police and our officers, during every traffic stop, will conduct mandatory alcohol screening for any driving infraction. So far in 2026, our officers have conducted over 5,200 mass tests. As a result, approximately 2% failed the roadside test and were proactively removed from the road, preventing further tragedies from occurring on our Saskatchewan roadways. I would like to thank MAD Canada for their lobbying efforts, our government leaders who provide us with the legislative authorities, administrative tools, and resources because MAS works. We proudly support MAD's mission to honor victims, comfort survivors, and educate the public to prevent these avoidable tragedies. To the families here today, please know the men and women of the Saskatoon Police Service are inspired by your resilience and remain vigilant in the fight against impaired driving. Thank you for allowing the SPS to be a part of this day of remembrance. We remember, we honor, and we remain committed to making our community safer for all.
It's now my pleasure to welcome Chief Robert Duttchen of Corman Park Police Service.
Thank you, Lonnie. Good afternoon. To the families gathered here today, thank you for being here. I know what it costs to come, to stand at a monument like this one and let yourself remember. To say the name again, out loud, in a public place. That takes a particular kind of courage, and I want you to know that your presence here matters. Not just to us, but to everyone who will drive home tonight. And, because of you, make a different choice. I've spent my career in law enforcement because I believe deeply in the work of keeping people safe. But I'm not standing here today simply as a police chief. I'm standing here as someone who has received one of those falls. Not an impaired driver, but a traffic tragedy. Senseless, preventable, the kind of loss that changes the architecture of your life permanently. I know what it means to have someone there one moment and gone the next because of a decision someone else made. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And so, when I say that I understand why you are here, I mean it in a way that goes beyond the badge. That's why ceremonies like this one matter so deeply to me. This is not a formality. The Saskatchewan Provincial Memorial Monument for Victims of Impaired Driving is a place of living memory. The names that will be read today are not abstractions. They were fathers and mothers, sons and daughters, friends who had inside jokes you can still hear in your head, people who left the house one day and never came back, not because of fate, not because of illness, but because someone made a choice. And that distinction, that is what makes it preventable. It is the particular cruelty that the families in this room carry every single day. We gather here alongside Mad Canada and so many dedicated advocates and emergency service professionals because we refuse to let that cruelty go. Honoring the fallen is not only about the place they hold in our hearts, though they hold it permanently. It is about what we do with that grief. It is about the officer who pulls someone over at 2 in the morning and does not look the other way. It is about the parent who has the hard conversation with their teenager. It is about the friend who takes the keys. It is about every one of us who makes the decision before we get behind the wheel that no drink is worth it. There is no trip, no occasion, no reason that outweighs a human life. We always think it's going to happen to someone else. I thought that too, once. But it doesn't only happen to someone else. It happens to real people in ordinary moments, on ordinary roads right here in Saskatchewan, in communities just like ours. So I want to close with something that I mean with everything I have. To the families. The people you've lost have not been forgotten. They are remembered here, in this place. And they are remembered in the work. Every enforcement action, every awareness campaign, every changed mind. That is their legacy made real. And to all of us here today, we are not bystanders in this. None of us are. We all share the road. We all share the responsibility. Honor those that are lost by choosing every single time to come home safely and to make sure others do. And that is why the Corman Park Police Service takes impaired driving and all forms of distracted driving incredibly serious. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Miigwech.
Chief. I'd now like to welcome Staff Sergeant Luke Baiton, RCMP Traffic Services Coordinator, to say a few words on behalf of the RCMP.
Good morning. I'm Staff Sergeant Luke Baiton, the coordinator of the Saskatchewan RCMP Traffic Services. First and foremost, I would like to offer my condolences to the families and loved ones of the victims of impaired driving. 2024 is the year with the highest number of road fatalities in Saskatchewan since 2019. It was the year Austin Walker lost his life to an impaired driver in Saskatoon. It was also the year 39 other road users lost their lives on the roads in the communities we police across Saskatchewan. This year so far, in 2026, impaired driving is the leading cause of death of road fatalities. At this rate, impaired driving victims could exceed those of 2024. We need to spread awareness and advance education so that it does not happen. I like to think that events like today remind us of our responsibilities as drivers, remind us of the grave consequences of our actions as drivers. Because each time we get behind the wheel, we have choices to make. Poor choices can have life-altering consequences, ones that leave a mark on families, friends, first responders, and entire communities, as you all know too well. We take those choices very seriously and frankly personally. Our traffic services officers, like so many police officers here, work daily to remove dangerous drivers from our roads. They also educate, like so many advocates here, Saskatchewan road users to the dangers of impaired driving. We hope to make a difference in our communities, in the schools we visit, on the roads, on the trails, or on the water. Please know that the entire Saskatchewan RCMP remains committed to combating and preventing impaired driving, both through enforcement and education. And we are very grateful for the work you all do towards the same goal, especially when you're doing so after having lost a loved one. This could not be easy. Thank you.
Thank you, Staff Sergeant. I'd now like to welcome Deputy Chief Sean Doty, Saskatoon Fire Department.
Thank you, Bonnie. Good morning. My name is Sean Doty, Deputy Chief of the Saskatoon Fire Department. I'd like to offer our condolences from Saskatoon Fire Department to all families and victims of this senseless act. Today reminds us that impaired driving has real human consequences and shows families that their loved ones are still remembered. Honoring victims does not take away the pain, but it creates conditions where change becomes possible. In my years as an EMT and rescue technician, I've seen the impact of impaired driving up close. Now in a leadership role, I'm honored to support the prevention and education side. For first responders and partners, these moments give purpose to the hard experiences we carry and renew our commitment to prevention. As we leave here today, we carry these stories with us. The memorial brings us together, strengthens our resolve, and reminds us why this work matters. Together we move forward with a shared commitment to protect our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Chief. I'd now like to welcome Dziadyk, Operations Manager for Medavie Health Services West, to come forward and say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to join you here today on behalf of Medavie Health Services West in Saskatoon. At this 8th annual Candlelight Vigil, we come together to honor and remember those whose lives have been lost and those whose lives have been forever changed because of impaired driving. We reflect on the individuals behind each story who are deeply missed and whose memories continue to live on through their loved ones every day. To those whose lives have been forever changed by impaired driving, please know that you are not alone. We recognize the strength it takes to be here today, and thank you for allowing us to share in this moment of remembrance. As we honor those who are no longer with us, we also honor the love, resilience, and memories that continue to keep them close. As paramedics, we witness firsthand the profound impact impaired driving can have, not only on those directly involved, but also on their families, friends, and communities. These tragedies, which are often preventable, remind us of the importance of making safe choices before getting behind the wheel. Whether it's arranging a ride home, planning ahead, speaking up when someone may be impaired, or make those decisions that can be a meaningful difference and prevent lives from being changed forever. Thank you for being here today and for supporting the important work of MAD Canada. Through advocacy, education, victim support, and public awareness, MAD Canada continues to make a meaningful difference while working to prevent impaired driving and support those who are affected by it. Through gatherings like this, we honor the loved ones, support one another in remembrance, and reaffirm our shared commitment to making our roads safer for everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. I'd now like to welcome MAD Canada's Chief Operating Officer, Don Regan, and MAD Canada volunteer, Linda Van Forst, who will begin our ceremony with the lighting of our symbolic candles.
The lighting of symbolic candles is a renewal of our commitment to our families, friends, and our community. We hope this special remembrance of the gifts which we all share will sustain us as we continue to heal and help each other. We will light the red candle. And the red ray of that flame shall be courage. That courage which shall make us fearless and dauntless in pursuit of our mission to stop impaired driving and to support the victims of this violent crime. We will light the yellow candle, and the yellow of that flame shall be vision, which gives us the courage and the enthusiasm to continue our fight so that one day there will be no more victims. We will light the white candle, and the white of that flame shall be humility, that sense of honor which makes us seek nothing for ourselves, and when we have done a favor for another, to put a seal upon our lips and forget what we have done. We will light the orange candle, and the orange of that flame shall be loyalty, that earnestness of unswerving purpose which accepts every result without discouragement and keeps us true and steadfast to our goal. We will light the green candle, and the green of that flame shall be fellowship, that dear love of not only those who have lost or been hurt, but extends itself to all fellow beings. We will light the violet candle, and the violet of that flame shall be service, component of humility and courage, that gift of yourself to life, that performance of duty which lightens the burdens of another and lightens the darkness of yourself, for in loyal and loving service to others, the love of self is forgotten. We will light the blue memorial candle for all police officers killed or injured in impaired driving crashes, and for all the work that officers do to save lives. We will light the multicolored candle for those victims of impaired driving and their families who are not able we would observe a moment of silence as we reflect and remember. Thank you.
Thank you. We now have a poem that we're going to have read. It's called To Honor You, and reading it will be Tanya Hansen.
To honor you, I get up every day, I take a breath, and start another day without you in it. To honor you, I laugh and love with those who knew your smile, and the way your eyes twinkled with mischief and secret knowledge. To honor you, I take the time to appreciate everyone I love. I know now there is no guarantee of days or hours spent in their presence. To honor you, I listen to music you would have liked and sing at the top of my lungs with the windows rolled down. To honor you, I take chances, say what I feel, hold nothing back, risk making a fool of myself, dance every dance. You were my light, my heart, my gift of love from the very highest source. So every day, I vow to make a difference, share a smile, live, laugh, and love. Now I live for you and for me, so all I do to honor you.
Thanks, Tanya. And now we're going to have reading of the names and the tributes. And I'd like to call forward Mad Canada volunteer Heather Tatham and Mad Canada Chief Operating Officer Don Regan.
As we're reading the names of victims of this terrible tragedy, if you hear the name of your loved one and would like to stand to honor them, we'd invite you to do so. To honor the memory of Chaz Riley Barnes, June 3rd, 1989 to October 31st, 2010. Son, grandson, brother, and uncle. Gone but never forgotten. To honor the memory of Kenneth A. Berg, January 6, 1954 to October 23, 1983. Ken was outgoing and fun-loving. His children missed a dad and his passion. To honor the memory of Tanya Carol Bergen, May 4th, 1977 to July 27th, 2003. A kind, caring, loving daughter, granddaughter, sister, and friend, forever missed, loved, and remembered. To honor the memory of Maria Bowman, May 10th, 1982 to December 30th, 2016. Maria was a beautiful, loving mother to her only lovely daughter and 6 strong sons. To honor the memory of John Albert Boxall, February 7th, 1945 to February 20th, 2013. To honor the memory of Larry Boyle, August 8th, 1954 to February 5th, 2017. Remembering you always and forever, we love and miss you every day. Love your family. To honor the memory of Daniel James Carter, September 11th, 1989 to September 20th, 2010. Daniel will always be loved, missed, and remembered as the guy with the big smile. To honor the memory of Marge Clausen, December 12, 1952 to January 23rd, 2020. And to honor the memory of Gord Clausen, March 16, 1945 to February 14, 2020. Dear Mom and Dad, 1,000 times we needed you, 1,000 times we cried. If love alone could save you, you never would have died. A heart of gold stopped beating, 2 twinkling eyes laid to rest. God broke our hearts to prove he only took the best. Always loved and never forgotten. We miss you. Love Bryce, Lise, Ethan and Hunter, Greg, Susan and Lori. To honor the memory of Alice Lil Corey, January 7th, 1928 to November 8th, 1971. You taught me so much in the 8 years I had you. Thanks, Mommy. To honor the memory of Christopher Gordon Corey, January 14th, 1968 to November 9th, 1971. My big brother, my best friend, I miss you always. To honor the memory of Nicholas John Neil Corey, June 10th, 1961 to November 8th, 1971. My baby brother, how would you have grown? You will always be missed. To honor the memory of Tricia Coulter, October 3rd, 1984 to December 7th, 2006. A vibrant young woman who is committed to family and friends while passionately building her future. To honor the memory of Ben Darchuk, April 14th, 1959 to May 20th, 2012. Lived fully, laughed often, loved many. Memories of you will never die. To honor the memory of Ross Edward Dunn, July 8th, 1951 to October 24th, 1968. Driving is a privilege. Ross's life ended at 16 because of someone's poor choice. He is remembered, loved, and missed. To honor the memory of Karen East, October 21st, 1960 to December 10th, 2014. An angel here on earth and now one in heaven. You will always be missed. To honor the memory of Brian John Eaton, May 4th, 1953 to August 12th, 1968. Holding you close in our hearts, and there you will remain forever. To honor the memory of Elaine Engel, June 9th, 1955 to May 1st, 1991. Elaine was a kind and caring woman. Her beautiful and loving smile will be missed always. To honor the memory of Larry Gavell, June 17th, 1947 to October 25th, 2016. Loving husband, father, and grandfather. He made us laugh and hugged us when we cried. Always the best laugh at a party. Can't wait to see you again. Isa, 25-8. To honor the memory of Richard Haas, December 7th, 1976 to December 3rd, 1998. To honor the memory of Laura Ann Fernand Hanna, June 23rd, 1971 to October 19th, 2024. You were here, then you were gone. You are missed beyond measure. Love you always. And to honor the memory of Jamie Jean Hanna, May 10th, 2004 to October 19th, 2024. Your beautiful smile, your laughter silenced. You'll be forever in our hearts. We miss you. To honor the memory of Curtis Haugen, October 18th, 1950 to September 24th, 2017. Kurt's generous, good-natured servant heart will be treasured by his family and friends. To honor the memory of James Paul, J.P. Alexander Hockey, September 18th, 1996 to May 5th, 2014. An only child, loving, caring, and responsible son, talented musician, and a good friend too. To honor the memory of Tara Lee Higginbotham, June 4th, 1983 to July 1st, 2004. To honor the memory of Kevin Lloyd Hunt, November 5th, 1982 to November 28th, 2015. Father, son, brother, uncle, husband, taken too soon. To honor the memory of Benny Joseph Jorgensen, December 5th, 1954 to October 28th, 1988. Forever loved, never forgotten. And to honor the memory of Tracy Ann Jorgensen, January 28, 1979 to October 28, 1988. You are a part of us. We will love you forever. To honor the memory of Nicholas Kashuba, December 19, 1992 to June 17, 2018. Nicholas Kashuba, 25 years of age when he was killed by a drunk driver on June 17, 2018 in White City, Saskatchewan. To honor the memory of Tanner Kaufman, April 9, 1979 to September 4, 2016. Tanner, cool, adventurous, athletic, funny, kind, and unforgettable. An amazing daddy, loving husband, and attentive son. To honor the memory of Danil Brooke Kirkman, August 14, 1989 to October 10, 2014. Caring, generous, beautiful, fun-loving, with wisdom beyond her years, Danil brought joy we desperately miss. To honor the memory of Jocelyn Diane Lavoie, December 14th, 1989 to October 7th, 2007. In seconds I lost you. What I would do for another second to hug you. Forever in our hearts. Love, Mom. To honor the memory of Brandy Lepine, May 15th, 1996 to July 14th, 2013. Brandy Lepine was 6 months pregnant at the age of 17, died from her injuries from the crash 2013, left but not forgotten. And to honor the memory of Aurora Sky, Brandy Ledoux. Baby Aurora was Brandy Lepine's baby girl. Aurora survived the crash and lived till her injuries took us from our hearts, but her smile brought love. To honor the memory of Taylor Jade Litwin, April 26, 1992 to July 14, 2013. Forever loved and missed. Love, Mom, Dad, Chelsea, Jess, and your stars. To honor the memory of Perry R.J. McLaughlin, April 25th, 1961 to March 25th, 1995. Dreaming of what our lives would have been like had she not drove drunk.
To honor the memory of Charles William Markowitz, May 21st, 1953, December 26, 1993. Loving husband, father, son, brother, and friend. Forever loved, remembered, and deeply missed. To honor the memory of Bailey Morris, September 26, 2011 to September 9th, 2021. Amy Morris was 9 when she was killed by an impaired driver while riding her scooter to school in a market crosswalk. To honor the memory of Carl Jürgen Mausch, May 8, 1967 to July 31st, 2000. In memory of our dear son and brother Carl Jürgen Mausch, Holger and Peggy Mausch, and Curtis Mausch and family. To honor the memory of Patty McCool, January 1st, 1959, July 25th, 2008. I will never forget the pain of losing you. I will love you forever. To honor the memory of Demi McKechnie, October 19th, 1993 to February 23rd, 2018. Demi was full of life, beautiful inside and out, and completely irreplaceable. The best daughter, sister, auntie, granddaughter, and friend. We miss her laugh, hugs, and the way the room would light up when she entered. To honor the memory of Ellis R. McFall, May 31st, 1963, June 27th, 1987. Hardworking, playing hard, enjoyed baseball and bowling, an honest, loyal friend. To honor the memory of Jeremy Vincent McCouche, October 22nd, 1982, August 21st, 1999. My son Jeremy, treasured in my life and in my heart you'll stay until we meet again someday. To honor the memory of William Bill Carl Mino, August 14th, 1907 to November 11th, 1974. Bill Mino loved life, his wife Alma, family, his farm, the great outdoors, and veterinary work. To honor the memory of Mary Morin, March 10th, 1913 to July 25th, 2008. I will never forget the pain of losing you. I will love you forever. To honor the memory of Megan Catherine Nadrowski, February 16th, 1985 to August 31st, 2003. Megan's death is a tragedy to all who knew her. She is deeply missed every day. To honor the memory of Florence Charlotte Nagy, July 17th, 1951 to August 11th, 2007. Mom displays quiet inner strength, perseverance, and intelligence that we hope carries on to our children. To honor the memory of Michael Allen Pahoko, November 4th, 1983 to January 31st, 2010. You may have been taken from our lives, but you will remain in our hearts forever. To honor the memory of Joshua Patterson, July 11th, 1989 to September 15th, 2013. To honor the memory of Justin Taylor Pollock, August 26, 1993 to August 4th, 2011. Loyal, charismatic, fun-loving, protective, stubborn, intense, tenacious, trustworthy, caring, sincere. That's Justin. To honor the memory of Brian Jeffrey Quinney, March 29, 1979 to August 23, 1998. Jeff was a young man who missed his dream of being an Air Force pilot. To honor the memory of Jonathan Richard Rosendahl, July 7, 1984 to July 29, 2007. Beloved father, son, brother, grandson, friends. Your wings were ready, our hearts were not ready. To honor the memory of Michael Barry Ryan, May 31st, 1943 to July 29th, 2012. There's not a day goes by that you are deeply missed. To honor the memory of Daphne Schmidt, January 27th, 1976 to January 21st, 2017. wife, mother, daughter, sister, and friend. The loss is immeasurable, but so is the love left behind. To honor the memory of Sophie Schnur, August 21st, 2007 to December 21st, 2018. Sophie was a beautiful 11-year-old girl, taken far too soon. We love and miss her so much. To honor the memory of Lauren Schunroth, March 1st, 1958 to May 19th, 1976. Loving son, brother, and loyal friend. Always made people laugh. Played hockey for the Yorkton Terriers. And to honor the memory of Shirley Ann Schunroth, April 2nd, 1956, May 19th, 1976. Kind, loving daughter, sister, and friend. A beautiful and dedicated figure skater. To honor the memory of Quinn Shirameta, April 2nd, 1971 to September 2nd, 2017. To honor the memory of William Randolph Randy Sementic, March 24th, 1955 to July 1st, 1972. Always in our hearts, forever in our hearts. To honor the memory of Quinn Bradley Stevenson, September 7th, 1995, August 3rd, 2013. Young man, life ahead of him, loving son, brother, friend, missed by all, taken far too soon. To honor the memory of Joshua Joseph Stewart, July 15th, 1987, November 7th, 2005. I'll always remember you, the same invincible summers, clothing ripped, dusty, and covered in grass stains. Mom would always get us to change our clothes when we come in from the rain. 5,422 missed family dinners. To honor the memory of Lee Martin Tatterin, August 25th, 1967 to October 8th, 1991. Lee left this world so young, now spending eternity with his Heavenly Father up above. To honor the memory of Gary Tatham, February 10th, 1942 to June 8th, 2014. Husband, father, grandfather, rock of the family, and missed by everyone who loved him. To honor the memory of Joseph R. Van Rays, November 28, 1986 to December 20th, 2018. Our loving son, brother, and best uncle, forever missed and forever loved. To honor the memory of Jordan Lee Van Divorced, May 31st, 1981 to January 3rd, 2016. Son, brother, dad, uncle. You love the little things, missing you always. And to honor the memory of Shanda Marie Van Divorced, June 20th, 1982 to January 3rd, 2016. We will always miss the Shanda smiles, forever in our hearts. And to honor the memory of McGuire David Lewis Van Divorced, September 7th, 2013 to January 3rd, 2016. Our little boy taken far too soon, missing your hug and kisses. And to honor the memory of Cameron Niley Marie Van Divorced, June 28th, 2010 to January 4th, 2016. Our little princess, now an angel, missing you dearly. Gone but never forgotten, you will live on in our hearts till we meet again. To honor the memory of Austin Ossie Walker, September 25th, 1998 to June 22nd, 2024. Austin Ossie Walker, son, brother, uncle, grandson, nephew, cousin, and friend to so many. Forever 25.
honor the memory of Ronald Allan Wyand, June 24th, 1966 to December 23rd, 2023. Ron was a devoted, supportive, well-loved family member and friend who is greatly missed. To honor the memory of Darla Yurkowski, February 19th, 1969 to April 18th, 2013. Darla was a strong, amazing woman who is missed by her children, grandchildren, and family and friends. We will now light a candle in memory of all victims and survivors of impaired driving.
Thank you all for that beautiful ceremony. It's always a little bit heart-wrenching to watch the families, but it's so important that we honor them. Today we have been vividly reminded once again of the tragedy and our losses. We're reminded too that there is so much work still to be done. MAD Canada is committed to continuing our work in partnership with elected officials, police, and other first responders, our sponsors, and our donors, and the public. We ask everyone to make this pledge each and every day. Never drive impaired. Never get into a vehicle with an impaired driver. Always plan ahead. And call 911 if you see an suspected impaired driver. Together we can stop and end impaired driving. Just before we walk across to the memorial and unveiling of the new name, I want to thank everyone for being here at HMCS and the Commanding Officer, Lieutenant Commander team for hosting us today. We really appreciate your support. I would like to thank all the dignitaries for their beautiful words, our honor guards, our piper, our singer, and all the MAD volunteers. Events like these do not happen without volunteers. A special thanks to Warren at HCMS Unicorn for all of his help, always. I also want to again thank the family members and friends who came together today to honor your loved ones. We stand with you, now and always, to remember them and pay tribute to their memories. As you leave today, there is a snack and a water for you to take with you. Denise, one of our volunteers, is going to go ahead and she will have the trace paper there if you would like to trace your loved one's name on the memorial. Please take all the time you need at the memorial site and just be peaceful. Our piper will lead us out. Thank you.
here. Give a hand on the pink.
Oh.
Here, pink hat. How are you?
I know. I was like, I love you. Oh.
I volunteer with SMAT to come here to help with get off. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, my wife's not easy. Why you with Victoria, you with Brandon.
Okay.